day, everyone. My exchange reviewer, I am going to report plurality method. First, let us know what is plurality method involved. During decision making, R's method exists for determining the preference of voters and ultimately selecting a winning candidate or outcome. One such method is widely employed in many democratic systems nations around the world. It is called the plurality method voting system. The plurality method is relatively straightforward, in which each voter selects their preferred candidate from a list of options, and the candidate with the most votes, regardless of whether they secure an absolute majority of more than 50% of the total votes cast. Under this system, the voters typically cast their ballots by marking their preferred candidate's name. After the poll is closed, the votes are tallied and the candidate with the highest number of the vote is declared the winner. Now, let's have a quick example of this before having a much more detailed examples. Now, in the U.S. presidential election, voters in each state cast their ballots for their preferred candidate. The candidate who receives the most votes in each state wins all the state's electoral votes. The candidate who secures the majority of the electoral votes at least 270 of 538 wins the presidency, regardless of whether they have obtained a majority of the popular vote nationwide, although this system of plurality voting determines only the winner of the U.S. presidential election. Now, let's have a much more detailed example for this. Now, for example, the knowledge of health and science calculation of CHSE, it is a student club of the University of Mindanao. The club was holding its annual election for president, and there are four candidates, namely Stephen, Ann, Joanne, and Shane. Let's assume that candidate A is Mr. Stephen, while B is Ann, C is Joanne, and D is Shane. Now, let's determine the plurality of the election, give a ranking of the candidates. Does the plurality winner have the majority of the first place votes? Why or why not? Now, let's assume that this is the value of the votes of each candidate. First, the point choice, since it is a plurality method, we will only going to focus on the highest votes. Now, to determine the plurality of the election, we will place the first choice, got 14, and the candidate A is Stephen. So, the plurality winner of this election is Mr. Stephen. Candidate now, when we give the ranking of each candidate, let's just going to identify based on these votes. A is 14, B is 4, C appeared 2 times, which is 10 and 1. So we were only going to add 10 plus 1 is 11. And lastly, D is 8. Now, 1 is unless the plurality winner have a majority of the first place votes. Why? First, let us sum of the total votes casted by adding 14 plus 4 plus 11 plus 8. Now we're going to add 14 plus 4 plus 11 is 37. Now we're going to divide it in 8. So 37 is 18.5. Since it's an election, there is no 0.5, so we will going to calculate it out. So it will become 19. So to answer this question, since the candidate has 14 casted votes, candidate A does not have the majority of the first place vote because she must add 19 votes to obtain the majority of the first place votes. Now let's have another example of this. There's Mindanao marching band. They are so good that in coming season they receive an invitation to perform at the 5 different ball games, which is the Rose, the Hula, the Fiesta, the Orange, and the Soul. Now let's assume is the Rose will represent R, while Hula will represent H, while Fiesta and Orange is O, the Soul is S. Now let's assume that this is the tally votes from the first 5 choices to the majority or the marching band play. Now let's determine the plurality of winning. In determining it, we're only going to identify these. 49 based on this first choice is letter R, which is the most game. The answer is question A, is the most game. Who got who received 49 votes of the marching band. Now, what other ball game was very popular among the band parents? And based on the first choice result, the one that got the second place that has 48 voters is the Hula. To answer it, voters would be Hula. Since this ball game receives the first choice with 48 voters. Now let's determine which people prefer to lead. Now, Davao City appeared 2 times, 75 plus 94, while Davao City appeared also 2 times, which got 51 and 1. And lastly, Davao City also appeared 2 times, which is 33 plus 25. Now we're going to sum each cities to determine its plurality. 75 plus 94 equals 169. City plus 51 plus 12, 63. Davao City plus 25. 68. The winner of this, which people prefer to lead, is Davao City, which got 169 votes. Now, in the second place, you got 68 is Tagum City, and lastly, third place is Mati City. So, does it have the majority of all these tally votes with people? Now, to determine this, we must have the total votes in Davao City, Quezon City, and Tagum City, which is 169 plus 63 plus 68, which is 300. Now to get the majority, and determine the majority of it, must divide it 169 divide 300 as we got 56.3% the majority. So totality, Davao City got the majority of people's preferred choice in living 56.3%. Now, in conclusion, overall, plurality method for voting is a common and straightforward method for electing public official, body candidates, and organization leaders, because it is easy to administer and give each candidate an equal chance to win, requiring only the most votes of the tallied choice of people and not the majority. So, thank you for listening and God bless.